of need this ready to close up at any moment because they're bound to come join me at any moment. I wanted them to have a place that they could go and be by themselves, away from the horses, that the horses couldn't get to them. Well, that went well. Oh, look. Well, hello. Is my battery almost dead? Sure is. It's all right. My last T25 drill bit in the dirt. And I will be just like this looking for it until I find it because I really need that to do anything else. I believe that the front camera on my phone is messed up and forever like this. So I'm going to turn y'all around and just trust that y'all can see what I intend for y'all to see. We are on what I believe is going to be our last day of priming. I have one small spot back here on the floor and I've got to do this door and trim. And then I think we will be completely covered and we can get to the fun part. I got my fan, so I'll be comfortable. Probably help the paint dry too. So let's do it. This is it, y'all. Well, I have this and this other half of the paint, and I've got to do door and floor, and we'll be done. I think I have plenty, and whatever I have left over, I will use to touch up some of the parts that look kind of splotchy here, just in between all these studs. So here's actually the parts I started with. I did this whole door jamb, okay, the whole door frame, whatever. This side of the board too, and then I did this because I kind of need this ready to close up at any moment because they're bound to come join me at any moment. So I want this part to be drying while I'm over here, able to keep a close eye on it. That way when I need to close it up and be done, it's all dry and it doesn't get messed up. Now I'm going to go to this part of the door so it can be drying. I saved the floor for last because this isn't going to be affected when I close up. And someone else keeps trying to join me on the inside too. Primed, y'all, all the way around the floor and the door. This door was super hard to cover. See that? It kind of looks horrible, but again, it's the door. I'm not sure that it really needs it, and I'm out of paint anyways. This is what it's finishing like. We will paint over it with a color and call it good to go, but this was soaking up the paint. It felt like really bad, and it's just super hard to cover compared to everything else. But finished the floor here. I did touch up this wall over here a bit. That's about as far as I made it before I ran out of paint again. A spot or two on the wall that I just completely didn't spray, I was able to cover. Now it's drying and we will move on to our next step in a little while. Also, just PS, Sonic, at Sonic. If you've never had one of these, you need to try one. I'll tell you what it is, okay? It is a vanilla cream Coke. Not a vanilla Coke. It's Coke with, well, the way it comes up on the screen now is real sweet cream, I think. Y'all, when they do this, well, this is how they did it before. I used to work there, okay? This is how they did it when I worked there. they would make you a Coke, right? Leave a little room at the top and take like melted ice cream, like from the bag that feeds it through the machine. They would take that big old bag and they'd pour the ice cream in here. So it's like a Coke float, but you drink it through the straw. Vanilla cream Coke. Real good, and Dr. Pepper too, try it. Now that the before mentioned primer job is officially complete, I can start doing some of those other jobs that I was turning a blind eye to for the past couple of days. We're gonna start with food though. We're hungry. Oh, there we are. Come on. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Take your time, ma'am. We're in no rush. I better go clean the stalls, actually. It's a job I still do daily, okay? It's not one I've been turning a blind eye to. We don't have that big of a mess. It won't take long. Now that is safe to stack somewhere. Because instead of fixing this, these are hot when they come out. Oh dang, I did drop it. See, I don't want to drop them everywhere. Instead of fixing any of this, we're gonna move that and take all of this stuff down. I built this thing, I think initially when I was bringing the goats over here and had first introduced them to the horses, and I wanted them to have a place that they could go and be by themselves, away from the horses, that the horses couldn't get to them. Somebody keeps knocking this down. Bob, Robert, this wasn't happening before you got to this pasture, okay? Someone keeps knocking them down, and we're just gonna take them all down. You know why? Because all day, every day, the goats and the horses hang out together when the horses are up at the barn. The horses are out grazing a lot of the day, and while they are, the goats are in the barn up underneath the fan, and the horses don't have a problem sharing that with them. So they can still come over here to their feed station and their water. But we're not gonna have the barrier anymore. It's not working. I have just lost my last T25 drill bit in the dirt, and I will be just like this looking for it until I find it, because I really need that to do anything else. Well then, that's just that, isn't it? I've been down on the ground about 10 minutes just rubbing my hand all along the grass trying to find it. Guess I'm going to buy some more tips. But I've got to get those screws out one way or the other, because Elfie and Bob are already in dangerous territory. Excuse me, Robert. Excuse me. You're going to want to get out of the way, Bob. Come on. Well, hello. Is my battery almost dead? Sure is. It's all right. Wouldn't you know that this one's almost dead too? But maybe it'll get through there. Now it's safe to store. We are storing our boards we just took down over here for now, because I think I'm going to use them around that corner in the chicken coop we're doing up right now. Aside from just the herring, I gotta try to get. Well, that went well. Oh, look, the staple landed right by my foot too. Isn't that nice? What a nice gift. Watch this. Go. The little strap we just took off of there has set us up to go right around the ball, and we will pull this to somewhere it doesn't look as tacky. We've moved it right over here for the time being. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use it or take it back to the back to the scrap pile. I have lots of really big kind of changes coming to this barn specifically soon though. And I can't wait to show y'all. Yeah, y'all just play inside that. That's halfway why I want to keep it. I think it'd be a good addition to a playground. I do. Finished the priming. Made that area safe again. It's not horse proof, but nobody can step on a nail. Nobody can hurt themselves. Nobody can keep knocking boards off, making a mess for me to clean. I lost my screw tip, so couldn't really do any of the other projects that I planned on, but I will replace those. It seems like I need to go and have some paint colors mixed up anyways, so we can resume on that job, where I will have to make a list and remember to buy some new screw tips so I can do absolutely anything else. That T25, all my screws, all of them take that bit, every one of them. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all on the next one. We'll see what other kind of jobs we can do.